Yeah. As far as my day, Lou, my day was terrible, man.
What happened?
I told you I had to go to UPS to see if they were still hiring and stuff, right?
Right.
For package handler, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's part time, but you know what I'm saying? If I get this gig with UPS, I'm good because once I get my job license, you know what I'm saying? They would switch me from package handler to being a driver, and that'll be more money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I woke up let's say 4 in the morning, got dressed up. I had everything ready in my book bag, right?
Right.
By the time I left the house, train, I would say the 4 and the 5 was taking forever to come because I was going to take it to Fulton Street to get the A or the C. But since the 4 and the 5 was taking forever, I had to get back on the 6, get off at 51st to get the E, and the E was taking forever. And I'm like, how you going to go up on the monthly fare and you're not giving anybody the service that they should get? But that's New York for you. That's why I'm trying to get the hell out of New York. Anyway, by the time I got the E down before he said Port Authority Terminal, I had to jump in the cab, pay $6 to get to this UPS building. And by the time I got to the UPS building, I told the guy over the desk that, I'm here for the tour, and file for paperwork to, get on the waiting list. Ooh, Lou, this black chick, this black receptionist, got on the phone with stink attitude. I was telling her, good morning, how you doing this? Because, that's just how I was raised.
Right.
When you go on a job interview, you have to conduct yourself like a black man, not a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't, just we go into a job like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for this mother so-and-so gig. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? Nah. You gotta talk like,
proper.
You're proper. You gotta talk like your parents taught you how to speak in public. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling her, I'm here for the tour and to fill out the paperwork to get on the waiting list, and she's laughing in the background, saying, we done hiring. We done hiring. We've been done hiring a long time ago. And I'm like, really? Because I was told by my coworker at my job, y'all was still hiring. I also went on the website, filled out the application and everything. And, instead of having some sympathy, having some care and understanding, she's laughing with one of her friends in the background over a phone, being mad, rude, and disrespectful. And I'm like, okay, I'm talking to her, and she's just like brushing me off, like, she could give it there. And like 3-5 times she has to throw in my face, I gotta go to UPSJobs.com to file an application. And I told this stinking heifer, went to UPSJobs.com, put my name, phone number, application, pick the question for the code, all that. I told her I did that. And she just kept repeating it, just being rude. And I'm like, wow, just throwing me off. And this is why, Lou, we feel how we feel about black women. Because they're disrespectful. As a matter of fact, Lou, black women started this bashing black men stuff on YouTube, Wendy Williams, Tyra Banks, Monique. Now you got Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah.
Of course, Eric Dyson.
And you know what I was watching? Not to mean to cut you off.
Men China who be kissing up to these black women, putting down the black man.
You know what I was watching not too long ago? Remember the Ricky Lake show?
Yeah.
And that was years ago, wasn't it? The Ricky Lake show.
Yeah. During the 90s.
And you know they've been doing that. I was watching an episode with Ricky Lake show that they've been doing this. I was like, dang, sister's been saying no good black man or black man going with white girls. They've been doing this ever since back then. I was actually shocked. I was like, wow, even in these old shows they were doing that and not realizing that. But now I think brothers are frustrated. I think that's why a lot of brothers are on YouTube. They're aggravated, they're angry, you know, because now enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? That's really why I think a lot.
Listen, Lou, if we don't defend ourselves with the feminists and their dirty, stinking ways, we going to continue to get attacked, disrespected, and rude, okay? Because women want a pushover. Women want a simp. Women want a trick. Women want a sugar, a pussy, wimpy, panty type of man that is always running after them, always crying. Why you treating me like this? Why you hurting me? Why you brushing me off? When I call you, you don't answer my phone call. That's what they want. Because that's their power. Look at all these shows, like the Basketball Wives, the Football Wives, the Housewives of ATL, and the other shows where they got the men as pushovers, simps, tricks. What is after them, chasing them, taking their disrespect, especially Basketball Wives. You would think with all the money and the fame, you'll be happy. You still complain about why your man did this, why your man did that. If I was a female, I wouldn't give a damn. Just make sure you don't miss that house payment. Just make sure the car payment is paid for, and you don't bring me no diseases. Because look, most of these NBA athletes, let's keep it real, they want to get their fuck on, okay?
Yeah, they're gonna get theirs on the road. They're on the road how many months a year? Come on, they're going like
shit. I would say starting from summertime, because sometimes they have to travel overseas to play different teams out the U.S., and then they still gotta, go through training, lifting weights, jogging, going through the drills, running up and down the court, getting ready for the season. So I would say that's like from November until April if they make the playoffs, extending into June. You know what I'm saying? So that's, a lot of months.
Right.
So come on now. I mean, if you on the road, you got all these chicks wearing short mini skirts with their stuff showing they looking good, you know you're gonna get a piece of that.
They got chicks waiting for them by the elevator when they get out the locker room. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because in their mind, I'm not gonna be the shit forever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after a while, the injuries is going to be too much. The owners is not going to see me as a big commodity. Look at that movie, for instance, with Queen Latifah in Common. Let me tell you something. When I copped that movie, I couldn't wait to bring it back. Because that movie was so niggerish, okay? This is why I don't watch black movies like I used to back in the day. I read movies back in the day than now, because it sends a wrong message if you don't have the Denzel Washington look, and you're not making Denzel Washington money, you're not worthy of our attention as far as black women is concerned. Because Queen Latifah and Paula Patton, the chick that was in that movie with Outkast, I think she's brown skin, light skin, whatever. They was only messing with athletes. They were only messing with black men with money. And Queen Latifah, it's like she only wanted to help Common because that was her way of getting money from him. Or as most jobs that we looking for, the 401k with benefits. You know, so on the real, I don't blame black men for attacking black women on YouTube. If you can't stand the heat, stay the heck out the kitchen. They started. And they are continuing the crap that they doing. So you expect us to just kiss your butt and let you call us out and we can't do it? So then that means, Lou, you could throw it at us and we can take it, but when we throw it at you, you want to flag us, you want to call us dogs, you want to say that's why you by yourself. I want to see how long the white man going to accept you. And let me tell you something, Lou, with what I went through with that UPS thing. It taught me something, Lou. The white man or white woman may be racist. They may call you the Nigger, but at least when they hire you, the check doesn't bounce. With your own people, the check always late. Hell, you won't even get a check with your own people, and that's real talk. And when I posted this on Facebook, expressing my feelings, you had maybe 2 or 4 that felt me and understood where I'm coming from, but everybody else was putting me down, especially black women. And it was only one black woman that understood where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I've seen the comment. It actually it shocked me that you put that comment kind of out there like that. You know.
Yeah. They attacking me for how I feel, but that one black was like, you know, at first I thought his post was ignorant, but I understood where this was coming from because black people today don't give a damn about their own. They don't. They only focus on this, Lou. I think the big Meech, Larry Hoover, getting work. Hallelujah. One nation, under God, getting money like the mother effing star. However it goes. They only focus on that, BMF. They don't care about if a black man is getting beaten up and jumped by police. His whole face is kicked in with a big bump. They don't care if blacks can't get jobs, can't get housing. As long as they doing good, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's good for them. Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else is, you know, and this is why, Lou, we say what we say about, you know, black women and black people as a whole. You know? I don't care they get upset. It's time for black men, you know what I'm saying, to stop being pushed around by, you know, black women.
Yeah, with with that I was gonna talk about something I was planning on doing, but for some reason brothers didn't support it really. So in a way, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and branch off of that, off of the black people thing, man, because well, it was like this, like you know, the movement I was trying to start. Actually, I think a lot of people got the wrong idea of the movement that I was trying to start. They're thinking that I tried to start a movement bashing black women, but what they don't understand is that, you know, why does the media act like they care all of a sudden about black people relationship?
Lou,
Why they act like they care about black people relationship all of a sudden? So that was the point of the movement. I came up with an idea. It was like, look, fellas, you know, all I need is your signature, and you know, and we need to speak to those media and find out what's really going on.